A very warm welcome to the top three qualifiers for the FIA Formula One Belgian Grand Prix. In third place, Charles Leclerc. In second place, Oscar Piastri, and taking his fourth pole position of this 2025 campaign. And the 13th pole of his Formula One career, our pole sitter, Lando Norris. Many congratulations, Lando. A wonderful lap in Q3 gave you that pole. Just talk us through it. How good was it?
I mean, it was a good lap. Yeah, obviously good enough for pole. I felt like my second one, I felt like I improved. Just the lap time didn't. So, yeah, maybe a little bit more out there, a bit more in it. But I think nice improvement from yesterday. Just nice to be in a better position in the pack and yeah, just be up there again. So good day. I mean, the car's been feeling great all weekend, so it's nice to have a 1-2.
You say the second lap in Q3 felt better. Why do you think it wasn't faster? Is it down to track temperatures or?
No, I just think there was a couple corners that I must have gone slower, I guess. I don't know why. I just yeah, I don't see if I'm going quicker or not on my lap. So I don't know. Maybe turn one, I hit the curb a little bit, and it's a long run after turn one, so probably cost myself a little bit there. But I think the rest of the lap and then the last corner, I just bit too much curb in both of them, and then probably lost. I mean, we're talking half a tenth, and touch more, and I go slower. So it's we're talking small margins, but yeah, that's it.
Lando, it's your first time in the top three on the grid here at Spa. You've just averaged 156 miles an hour. Can you just describe a pole lap around here? How does it feel? Is the rhythm here different to other racetracks?
I mean, I think what feels nice here quite often is just when you put a new set of tires on, it's a good step of grip. It feels there's not more pressure, but it just feels like okay, this is. You just know that you can push it that 1-2% more, and that's always a good feeling. And when you have like turn 9, you have 5, 6, 7, you have pull 1, 12, 13. Like they're all corners which are pretty damn quick, and you're trying to get that balance right, perfect with the car. Getting the lifts right. So a lot of it's about kind of timings and just getting things nailed in terms of timings. So it's a fun track. And then no matter how good you do, you always go into the last chicane and think, okay, just get this bit right. So, yeah, it's a fun track. I mean, in any car, it's good. Even I've driven here since Formula 4, so it's quite a bit slower in that. But in Formula 1, it's a good fun. It always puts a smile on your face during qualifying, and especially when you can be the top.
Thank you for that. And look, let's throw it ahead to tomorrow, Lando. How do you think it's going to play out?
It's probably going to rain. I don't know much more than that, so we'll wait and see. It's also Spa, so high chance of rain, but that can also mean that it just sometimes hits half the track and the other half stays dry. So could be in for a Silverstone-esque, just a chaotic race similar to Australia Silverstone. The ones that are just sometimes a bit in the middle, but most likely, yeah, some rain and some drizzle, and yeah. Hard to know. I mean, we're going off the front, so hopefully I can just make advantage of that and clean air and go from there.
Do you think you've got a setup on the car that will help you rain or shine?
I think we have the best car, so that's the most important thing.
All right, very well done. Thank you for that, Lando. Oscar, very well done to you as well. You said a moment ago that you lost some time at turn 14 on that second run. What did that cost you, do you think?
A lot. Enough. Yeah.
Enough for pole?
I think so. Yeah. The lap until that point was strong, but it doesn't really matter if you could have done it. I didn't, so a bit disappointing. I think both the laps in Q3 were a little bit like that, but yeah, that's how it goes sometimes, unfortunately. So a bit of a shame, but the car was great again, and yeah, I felt like I was in a reasonably good flow. Just didn't quite happen on the second lap.
Did the car feel different to sprint quali yesterday?
Not really, no. In all honesty, it felt very similar. Just you get a few more laps on softs, you explore the limits a bit more, you push the limit a bit more maybe, and today that probably bit. But it still felt very good, and I had just as much confidence as yesterday. So Yeah, it definitely wasn't that.
What about the race then? Hoping that Lando will cut a nice hole in the air for you on the run up to turn 5 on that opening lap?
I mean, let's see. If it's dry, then yes. If it's wet, then it obviously adds in some other challenges too. But we'll have to wait and see what the weather does first. So, yeah, I know what I'm hoping for.
All right, Oscar, thank you very much. Very well done to you. Charles, great job by you as well. Just how much of a surprise is it to be in the top 3 for quali here?
Quite big. I mean, I think we expected to be P4, but with a significant gap in front. At the end, the gap is still significant, but a little bit less than what we initially expected. So I think that's positive. We brought upgrades this weekend, which have been working since the beginning, but we had to do some fine tunings from yesterday to today, and it's going in the right direction. So I'm very happy. I think it was also a really, really good lap. So I don't think I left much on the table with the potential that we had today. So for that, I'm happy as well. However, it's only P3, so now we'll see what we can do tomorrow.
You say the upgrades are going in the right direction. How different does the car feel with them?
A little bit, but then I think, as always, and especially when we, for our team, everything is hyped up a lot. So yes, it's an upgrade and it's a step in the right direction, but we are still speaking about very fine differences over a whole lap. So it feels a little bit different and it's going in the right direction. And again, that's thanks to the hard work that the whole team has done back at the factory. Unfortunately for us, McLaren has also brought a few things this weekend and seem to have done a small step in the right direction as well. So it's very difficult to close the gap, but I think we are doing a good job as a team and we just need to keep working.
And Charles, where's your battle tomorrow? Do you think you can do anything about the guys sat next to you if it's wet, or are you going to be looking in your mirrors?
I mean, wet weather, we were speaking about it in the last race weekend. I don't think is a strength for our car at the moment. We are really struggling. But having said that, every weekend is different. We'll learn from the past and see what's possible tomorrow. I will only be able to tell after the first few laps to see where we are, but I'll try to look forward before looking in mirrors.
All right. Thank you very much for that. Let's now open this to the floor. Do we have any questions, please? Name and publication.
Christian Minat, motorsportmagazin.com. Question to all three of you. It was quite obvious that Red Bull changed the setup quite a lot because of the weather forecast for tomorrow. They put on much bigger wing. How about you three? Did you change the car setup quite a lot for tomorrow?
No.
Didn't change it either.
All right. Sounds like no change there. All right. Next one, please.
Extra the race. One for you, Charles. As you said, the upgrade was a step in the right direction, but not trying to hype it too much. But does it at least give you confidence the second half of the year can be a little bit better than the first, and perhaps that some of the limitations that you've been stuck with are at least being chipped away at so that things should continue to improve?
Yes and no. I mean, I think it's definitely going in the right direction once again, as I was saying. However, like compared to the McLaren, I think we are probably average 3-4 tenths behind in qualifying. We'll do a step forward. I don't think, though, that we'll find those 3-4 tenths in that upgrade. But it will help us to get closer, and I think more we use it, more we'll be able to maximize this, and there will be some more potential to gain. But no, I don't think it's enough to be able to challenge the McLaren consistently from now on.
Thank you, Charles. Right, next, please. Ian.
Cheers, Tom. Ian Parks, Racing News 365. Lando primarily, but if either of the other two, Charles or Oscar, wish to chip in, please do. Lando, after the two turn 5 overtakes in the sprint race, there was one overtake for the remainder of the 15 laps, and that was yours on Charles. If the race is dry, if the forecast is wrong, can we expect something similar tomorrow? Just real struggle to make a pass? Because that's the way it looked, obviously, today. Just the DRS just wasn't working.
No, I mean, I think as soon as you start to bring in some strategy and tire differences, especially with the C1 to the C3, C4 jump, I definitely expect more racing if it was to be dry tomorrow. Yeah, the tricky thing is, I mean, you're talking about the field being more compact than ever, which puts on a good show in qualifying, and things are tight and thrilling and great to watch, but that often just makes it trickier at times for the racing, that the gaps are smaller, that you can make smaller differences from car to car and driver to driver. So there's just pros and cons and everything, and the more we develop these cars, generally the trickier it becomes just to overtake and to follow as well. So it's never an easy one to get right, but I'm sure if it was a dry race tomorrow, I'd expect more racing. I don't expect it to be dry, so I expect just more racing and more chaos anyway. But I think just sometimes there are some sprints every now and then that are like that, because everyone's pushing a bit more flat out through the race. You're thinking less of strategy. You're not thinking of doing a 1 or 2 stop. So, we'll wait and find out.
Luke Smith from The Athletic. Charles, another one for you on the upgrades. You've talked earlier this year about needing to do quite extreme things with the setup to get into a good window. Has this helped at all with that? Are you still having to go to those kind of lengths? And what kind of comfort has it given you, added comfort with the car, this update?
It's a little bit better, and I think that's what helped me also a little bit this weekend, to be a bit more consistent. The lap times in qualifying, I think both yesterday in sprint qualifying and today in qualifying came together a bit easier, and that's been my strength normally. But this year I've been struggling a little bit more to put everything together coming qualifying. This weekend seems to be better, but we just need to prove that over multiple race weekends, because it's also, I mean, the grip this weekend here is incredible. There's so much grip, but that not only for us, I think for everybody. So generally this makes it easier. So we'll have to prove that on a track that is a bit trickier.
Thanks for that. Another one? Yes.
Okay. Rodrigo França, Car Magazine Brazil. Question to Oscar. Oscar, considering what we saw today in sprint race, can we say that Spa-Francorchamps has kind of 2 pole positions, because in front row you have a very strong chance to attack in turn 3?
In the dry potentially, but there's also been times where Pole has maintained the lead. Unfortunately, not this morning, but. Yeah, I mean, it's probably the hardest track to maintain the lead on the calendar from the start. So, yes, if the weather is wet, though, I think pole position is an advantage, but it also depends on how wet it is. Whether Eau Rouge is flat or not makes obviously a big difference. So, we'll wait and see.
Thank you. Any more? No more. We'll leave it there. Very well done today. Good luck to.
Yeah, we watched the post-qualifying press conference with Lando Norris, Oscar Piastri, and Charles Leclerc. First thing first, as always, I'm sorry to be on the right bottom of the video because of the YouTube rules. I need to be there. The second thing is that I want to say thank you to all to watching this press conference until the end. And the third thing is that I want to announce to all of you, to all of our viewers, to all of our subscribers, that we are going to that we have actually created a new sim racing channel. If you are sim racing, Formula 1 sim racing lover, I would ask you kindly to subscribe also the other channel. With a new season of Formula 1, we will start there our sim races with me and with my friends. We will be very happy if you gave also your support on that new channel. And if we came to press conference as expected, for me, from my side, it was first and second position. I think it was expected for the McLarens. They were, let's say, reserved for them for today, but a bit of a surprise was the third position. And actually also yesterday for the sprint race, I think Lando Norris deserved that first position like today, but the team made him push a little bit much more on the preparation lap, and because of that he lost, let's say, the pole position to Oscar Piastri for today. But the thing is that I think Lando Norris was faster than Oscar Piastri and all of the week, let's say, and he just took what he deserved for today, and maybe he's going to make 3 wins in a row. I'm expecting that from the Lando Norris. So if he came to the Oscar Piastri, he just did everything what he can do, but let's say definitely Lando is much more better than Oscar Piastri for today. But if it came to surprise of the day for me, the Leclerc took the 3rd position. I think no one was expecting that. Everyone in a social media, everyone and everywhere, they were just expecting the 3rd position for the Max Verstappen, but it seems like that upgrades that bring Ferrari here, at least for the Leclerc, is working good. But I cannot say same thing about Lewis Hamilton. As you know, he just dropped at the Q1. He has like 5 wins here, but this week is much more disaster than the chilling for the Lewis Hamilton. We will see what will happen tomorrow with the race. As you know, like there is a chance of rain tomorrow. Ferraris, Red Bulls are with a low downforce. Here it will definitely it will be very interesting race for the tomorrow, but we will see. Of course, what will happen. Maybe Charles Leclerc tomorrow will make much more bigger surprise than today, but definitely one thing is that the race will be very interesting. I'm going to finish my comments in here. As always, that question part of the journalist I'm leaving to our viewers. One more time, just don't forget to like this video, to comment, to subscribe this channel, and also to give your support to our new channel that we are going to start sim races from the beginning of the next season.